Now, as most people know me, I've earned my respect in the streets. But I wanted respect from the 9 to 5 guys, the guys that work jobs that never entered the streets and did none of the bullshit that we did. That's why I also asked, can I be they voices? Oh, you didn't, and I didn't cheat the game neither. When I got out of the drug game, you know what? Let me show you when I got out of the drug game where I was living at.
It's been 6 months since 4 women were killed at Fairmont Terrace apartment complex near 61st and Peoria in South Tulsa. Since then, the apartment complex, one of the largest Section 8 housing facilities in the city, has become the focal point for local officials and residents to talk about a larger neighborhood that is known for violent crime. Police officer Jennifer Moore works out of the Riverside Division of the Tulsa Police Department and regularly patrols neighborhoods around 61st and Peoria.
I think for this area through here, it's just it's concentrated. A lot of the criminal activity, as far as the drugs and the gang violence, it's concentrated this area with the subsidized housing that's here as a contributing factor to it.
For residents like Rochelle Remisar, a New Orleans native who moved to Tulsa with.
Yeah, I lived out there. Why that shit was going on. You heard me? I lived out there while that shit was going on. And I still refused to pick up a bag. I got my ass on the bus stop, nigga, because I didn't know you go online and look for a job. I just knew I didn't want to sell drugs anymore. It was time for a change. And because of me living there, and there is no rent, we stacked up our money and got the fuck out of there. That's why I don't understand people living out there for that long. If you ain't got no rent to pay and you ain't got no utilities, bro, you ought to be able to come up and get the fuck away from that motherfucker like I did. I found me a job, Aeon, and that's how I got my family up out of that situation, because I didn't want to sell drugs anymore. So this is how I earned the respect from the 9 to 5 guys, because I didn't cheat. I started all the way at the bottom and worked my way up without touching any drugs. You did? So that's how I got my respect on both sides of the track. Because I didn't cheat the game, homie. Not at all. I started at the bottom and worked my way up. All the way up to where I was going. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. A lot of y'all talk shit about Donald Trump, but Donald Trump did something for all the felons that nobody else did that changed my life. When Donald Trump said that, hey, as long as it's non-violent, you can only go back 7 years on somebody's background. Do you know the change that made overnight? Now, I went from $10 an hour overnight, nigga, to making $18, to making $20, to making $26. I got all the way up to $30 an hour because of the law that man passed. See, I don't look at politics as in, I'm not following that racist shit. I'm following what can you do for me and my family. And by that man passing that law, it changed my entire family. My family all of a sudden had more opportunities. To something the Democrats never did. It's almost like that if you a felon, they want to keep you down. That man passed a law, bro, that changed a lot of our lives. So that's where I stand. But I don't get into politics or religion because that's what separates and divides us, because we start arguing and fighting. That's why I'm going to stay away from politics and religion. But I just want y'all to know, yeah, your boy didn't cheat. I got it the hard way, homie. I lived out there. Why them quadruple murder was happening, all that shit. But guess what? On St. Thomas, an apartment I live in, nigga, I shut that shit down. Wasn't nothing going on in St. Thomas. All that shit went on across from over there because all them little niggas over there already knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? And like I told them niggas, ain't gonna be none of that over here because this is where my kids live. So, nigga, I'm out there on 6-1 to evict the niggas. Like, bro, not with that shit. Take that shit across the street. Real shit. Nigga, I came over there and it was peace in St. Thomas Square for the time I was there. Now, outside of that, yeah, it was wild. It was wild. But they knew to stay away from St. Thomas Square because I had 30 little niggas over there. But still, wasn't no gang banging or nothing like that, bro. We just wanted it to be safe for the children because it's a dangerous area out there. And all the men that was out there with me agreed that we need to make sure there ain't no drugs, no violence going on in this apartment because all the kids is out there. At that time, 2 of my cousins stayed out there and they kids. So shit, we didn't want no violence going on out there, so we shut that shit down. Me and my family, they was out there with me, bro. We shut that shit down to where St. Thomas was peaceful while we was out there. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all something, homie. I didn't cheat the game. I got it the hard way. I got it the motherfucking hard way and got myself up out of there. If you in the projects, you ain't paying no rent, you ain't paying no utilities. Your mission should be to get the fuck out of there.